After this video, you will be able to create a beautiful responsive website in just 10 minutes. This is the clip from the end of the video if you are wondering what we are going to build today. So without getting late, let's start our video today. So in here I am going to purecss.io. So we are using purecss.io. So if you are wondering what pure css is, then it is simply a css framework, like that's the extended version of normalized css. So this is pretty fast. Let's go to layouts, and here you can see pretty much everything. It's just a simple framework of css, so it is just simple and fast. So let's see here, many of the templates are here. So it's called layouts, so we have different layouts here. So let's try our blog, how this looks like. So here is our blog. So it has introducing pure, so it doesn't looks like a cool thing. So let's see others, how they look like. So here is email. In here you can see that it's same like the Yahoo Mail, not like the Gmail, but you can create your own mail client from this design. So we are not going to use this today. So let's look at other things. What is more attractive here? This not seem to be extra attractive. So these are not just a template, you can actually edit them with the pure css. You can use the class of pure css. So let's look at our landing page. So I think we are going to build this today, this one. So let's see how this looks like. Oh, looks like our content is fixed in here. This slide effect is smooth. Okay, this looks like a cool website, you know, the minimalistic, simple but the cool website. And let me inspect it here. We are going to see if it is actually responsive or not. So it's open in the iPhone X. So this will happen if it will open in the iPhone X. So it's smooth here. So this is the thing that we are going to build today. Okay, I loved it. So what we now have to do next is we need to go here and click on the source. So if you go to the source, it will redirect you to this GitHub. So in here you can find the code here. So it is not a repository itself. You can see here it's inside the various directories, so you cannot simply download it or clone it. You have to clone the whole repo. So what we are going to do next is we are going inside our HTML and CSS file, and we are going to copy the contents from here. So if you go here, so you can copy like this, or pro tip, I am going to show you how you can do that. So just select word or some letters and go to this just end of the page and hold on the shift key and just click to the bottom of the document, or just click right after HTML. So it's gonna select our whole code. So copy this, and we are going to write our code in our VS Code. So I am going to quickly switch to the VS Code here. So let's quickly create our two files. That's ultimately the HTML file and CSS file. So HTML file will be the index.html, and next one will be the CSS file, that will be the style.css file. So first of all, we are going to write content on HTML file that just we copied from there. So let me paste this. So we have our content right here. Right now, if you save this and open this with live server, you are not going to see a fast difference because we have only our HTML page right here. We haven't linked any CSS file here. Here you can see how it looks like. This is only the HTML part, but we are going to give it a life with CSS. So go to our css file. Here is our css file, and like we did previously, just copy all the contents from here. Go to the bottom, and like as I said earlier, just copy it and go to your code editor. You can use any of the code editor. I am using VS Code now. Just paste it, save this, and if you go back to the browser, you need not to refresh this because we are running it live with live server. So why we are not able to see the changes? Because we haven't linked this css file yet. So by default in the repo it was linked like this: layouts, marketing. We don't know what the heck is this, but we are going to change the link here like this. In here, style.css, save it, go back to our browser, and it looks like this. This is cool, but not cool like this one. So for that we need to go back here, and we need to go back here inside the website and go to the get started tab. In here you can see the link, so just copy the link from here, and instead of this link just paste the link that we have copied just now, and instead of this link we are going to copy our another link that has been provided by our pure css. So that's this one. So here you can see that it's just referencing to the local files, but we don't have any local files. So ultimately we are going to link the style sheet that is stored online. So just save this, paste and save this. So if we go back to our browser, you can see here we got our landing page here. So right now it is not like smooth as this one. So why this isn't like that? So what we don't want in here is this one, the view the source code. We don't want this in our production. So we are going to remove this one also, and we are going to use here our own image. So it's again referencing to the local file, but we don't have any local files yet. So first of all we remove this one, this footer right here. So if you go to the last, you can find here the footer. So here is our footer. So let's just remove this one, save this, and if you go back here, the footer is gone. So next what we want is the file icons right here, but first of all we want to edit this whole website. So I'm going to make the landing page of our favorite book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I'm going here and just navigate to richdad.com, and this is the, I think, the official website of the Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. So what you can find here is our Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I think it's the original website. So what I'm going to do here is just go here and I'm going to copy this text. Nothing much more fancy here. So we are going to copy that text and just go back to our VS Code, and here also we are going to paste that code or paste that line of sentence. So where we are going to paste that? Here we have seen the link here. So that link is for our get started button. So if you don't see it, this get started button. So what we are going to do here is we want to change this text and this text. So the bottom text is going to be changed with the text we just copied. So let's change that, and the upper text will be changed as the title of the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So if you haven't read this book yet, I'll strongly recommend to study this book. So here is our Rich Dad Poor Dad with our elevate your financial well-beings. So here we are going to change this. Obviously we don't want here the your site. So why I'm taking too much time? I have said in the beginning that I am going to just teach you how you can make a website in just 10 minutes. I'm explaining you many things, so it takes time. So don't go don't just skip the video, so watch till the end. And we are going to again change this tour as read. So we don't want here tour, we want read. So we want a read section there, and we also don't want this title in our landing page. So we want here is rich dad poor dad by sorry it's dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So if you see here, it doesn't looks like we have copied this from any web. It looks like we have built our own landing page. So in our landing page we have our, obviously the website's name is our logo. So here is the header, our main section where we briefly discuss about what this page is all about or what this website is all about. So here is, this website is for Rich Dad Poor Dad, that's the book, elevate your financial well-being. So here we have our 3 links. So we ultimately have home, read and sign up in our every website, and we are going to change this text also. So if you read the book carefully, you will find that Robert Kiyosaki has discussed about the 6 principles in this book. So we are going to say here 6. So 6 principles of this book. So the first principle we are going to look here is the money works for rich people. So that's the first principle that Robert Kiyosaki has discussed in this book. So in here we are going to give the description all about. So if you are wondering what we are just editing here, this one is we are editing this one. So instead of this, we are going to write the money works for rich people, and here this is the description, and this is an icon that is just pasted from our font or some library. So in here what I am going to say is, here what I have written is the lesson you learned from this book. So here you can see that our website has been updated successfully. So here we want to change this icon. So in here what I am going to say is just change the rocket as money, and here it's going to change the rocket icon as the money icon here. So likewise you can just edit this text also, and I'm now in this part. So I'm going to just link, or I'm just going to insert an image here. So I have already downloaded an image, and I'm going to copy that image in here. Here is our image. Let me copy that in our same directory that we have HTML and CSS files. So let me just close this, and here right to the next section where we have image. So right here we are going to link our own image. So let me close this one. So here we are going to link our own image that is in the same directory, so that we write like this, and the image name is assets, and what we are going to write in here is just edit the content as assets and liabilities. So that's the main thing you have to know about if you have read this book. So here you can see that our section has been updated with the image and the header section. We are not going to change the description here, you can do that yourself. And in here we are also going to just change this text. I don't know which language is this, I can't pronounce that as well. That doesn't looks like the English language ultimately. So I am going to the bottom, just upper section I think. So this one is the heading S2, it is for contact us section. So what I'm going to write here is, we are ready to help you anytime. If I save this, go back to our browser, you can see that we have updated our section successfully. So if you look surfacely, then you realize that how much we have changed this website. So how it looked previously, like this one. So this was the starter template that we used, and this is the nice one. So far we have transformed our website from this to this. So that's a great thing we have done. Likewise, you can use many of the things here like buttons, forms, grids, etc. Using the pure CSS. It is very lightweight framework, so definitely give it a try. So if I inspect here and show you, it's completely responsive. You can see that in here it's completely responsive in our mobile device like the iPhone X. So it's completely the image has been aligned just perfectly. In our contact us form is also just perfectly aligned in here. We have our perfect landing page for our book. So if I change here like the Galaxy one, then it is also looking perfect here. In the next video I am going to show you how you can deploy or host your website, this website, for completely free in the internet.